Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 12th. It is 10 o'clock and we are here at the Council on Aging here in Acushnet. We're at the Senior Center in the library room. This meeting is being videotaped and it will be aired on the local channel 18 in case anybody wants to watch yourself on TV.
On YouTube?
And also on YouTube also. Yes. Okay. So, first I would like to call the meeting to order. May I have a motion, please?
Motion made.
Jerry, okay. And a second?
I second.
Paulette. Okay, Jerry and Paulette. Now, we are going to go out of order today because we have a guest speaker. And I don't even know what you're going to talk to us about, but we'll find out. Yeah, right there. Oh, the COA has a travel program. And Jan Barrett is going to present some information about the travel program.
So a little background on Jan first. Jan is also doing the senior tax work-off program for us on Wednesday afternoons. Even though she's completed her 100 hours of service, she's staying on as a volunteer. And I just want to let everybody know how amazing she is and that we couldn't do without her and she's never allowed to retire. So I'm putting that plug in before she speaks.
All high praise.
Well, good morning. I'm very welcome to have a spot here today, and I would just like to go over a few things. Heather was running a program up to Springfield for this Saturday coming, and the response on this trip was enormous. People were coming out of the woodworks looking for, availability. And so I approached her and I said to her, Heather, would you think about running tours again? Because at one time Heather did run tours which were very, very successful. She was actually like my counterpart for Acushnet.
So why don't you tell them a little bit about what you've done in your past so they know where you're coming from?
Well, actually I worked for 34 years for the city of New Bedford, and part of the programs that I did run were a very extensive travel program. We used to do at least 40 to 45 trips a year. Wow. And then with COVID, when COVID came, well, that was probably the end of them doing tours for the city of New Bedford, and I was retired at that particular time. So now what I'm doing is that I'm enjoying myself as a regular senior citizen by participating in all different programs, both here and at the Rochester Council on Aging, and I'm enjoying my life. But I did say to Heather that if she was interested and that I would volunteer and run not as many programs, but like a program every, say, month and a half. And she was all for it, and this is one of the reasons I am here today. We're going to be, on your second page here, it gives you a list of the tours that I've already booked. They're a little different as far as they're not as expensive as what you would be getting on a regular coach tour. I'm working with Tremblay Bus Company, and we are getting the activities vehicle, which there is a picture of the vehicle on your other page, and it shows you exactly what the inside of the vehicle looks like. It's basically very comfortable. I've used them prior, and the coach, the bus has a lavatory. It's got a DVD system, it's got air conditioning, and the seats are just as comfortable as your large coaches. And Luke is very accommodating, and I can't really say enough about Tremblay's because I dealt with Tremblay's for my whole entire beginning of my travel career until they finally dropped the coach section of their company. And so I'm very pleased to be back with them, and I'm pleased to show this format to all of you today, and hoping that you all appreciate what we're trying to do to bring back this program back to the Council on Aging in Acushnet.
Now you're gonna combine this with Rochester also?
No, not at all. No. Rochester's its own entity.
Okay.
Yes.
flyers available for
The-
the front?
The flyers, I will be starting on the flyers. Right now, what I just did was a list of what we would be doing with the prices available. The flyers will have more details on them, and they should be out within another week or so. We're starting in June with this, and we'll do one in July, August, and September, and then we'll decide on what we're going to do for the fall. And then Heather's got, of course, the Newport Playhouse coming also. So we're going to have an array of different types of programs and trips for, different people for them to enjoy.
Excuse me.
Yes,
If a person has transportation issue as far as walking goes and they have a wheelchair or an electric vehicle or something.
there is space underneath those buses for them to put a wheelchair in there, yes.
Great.
And also, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting on a survey out to the to the people to find out what their likes are, what they've been on a trip, what they like to do, what destinations they would like. So this will all be coming out to the people, and then we'll be getting feedback from them. And this way here will give us a direction in which way we're going to go.
Could you let me know when you have something going to the Bahamas?
I definitely will. It might not be this
Our
year,
buses
but-
don't float.
Well, we can work on that, we can work on that.
But we're hoping that, it does become successful again. People have been questioning. I've had plenty of inquiries about
can imagine.
when will they be doing tours. Are you doing any more tours? And I keep on saying, well, we'll see. And so I'm sure that the percentage of the people will be very pleased to see this happening.
I
Absolutely.
also think it's a very reasonable
Yeah.
price too.
Very reasonable
I think so.
compared to what the coaches are getting.
Of course.
They are astronomically high,
Yep.
and we're trying to give this to a person at a good rate, and that's what we're trying to do, yeah.
We didn't expect the response to Saturday's trip to be as high as it was, so that's really was a catalyst to launching that. We threw it out there to see the response, and we sold out.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
Yes, it was
I'm sure-
very,
I'm sure
they
that's
were
gonna
very
happen.
responsive, yeah.
The MGM Casino.
The MGM Casino.
Oh, yeah,
will be
yeah.
here Saturday,
That'd be for
yes.
you.
And then we're also doing the Buddy Holly at the Majestic Theater after that. So you've got the theater, you've got the casino, and you have a luncheon included with that.
Nice.
So
Wow.
for the price
Very
of the
nice.
tour, and this is with a regular coach company. So you're talking, that was $135. If we were to do it as of now, we probably would be about $90, for the way that we're going to handle it.
Yeah.
So you're talking, not a considerable, but you're talking a discounted price, I think. Yeah. And this way here, I think it'd be a good lure to bring people aboard. And people that have traveled on these vehicles are very comfortable, yes.
It looks like it would be, yeah.
Yes.
Super.
And actually, Jerry drives the.
And Jerry
Party bus.
drives, and he told me that he just drive these too.
And Pauline drives the trampolines also.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, but she won't drive one of those. I know her.
I wish I had my CD. I think I'm too old for it.
You're never too old.
I don't know.
So Heather's putting together also, from what I had, a list of different guidelines for the traveler's responsibilities of what we expect from them when they do sign up for trips. And so with all that put together, it should be pretty well done.
Sounds great.
Thank you, Jan. That's a
Yeah.
very nice addition to all of what go on here already.
Any other questions?
Bless you.
Any other questions?
For Jan?
No?
That's
No,
very
yeah.
good.
That's really good. I
Well,
wanna go on a
enjoy
couple
the rest
Me
of
too.
your day. Thank you very much.
Enjoy your
Thank
song.
you.
Yeah.
I'll put these. And be careful when you
Those
ride.
are-
Yeah, for sure.
This is what you got.
I'm putting this in my bus this afternoon.
Thank you.
I got a little school bus in there, so I'm gonna put the frog with it.
Now, she said that Ken Boys is That's the,
Known for, yeah, well, there is a sign out front that shows the big frog, but I
But if you
never,
go upstairs, well,
it's okay, people like to know.
Did you know?
if you go
No,
upstairs,
Those ones that are in the water.
if you go upstairs in the offices, there's pictures of the coaches that they used to have with the frog on it, and they used to have a frog on the
All
side of the
right,
boat.
there you go.
Luke's
There you go.
grandmother? Grandmother.
Okay. Well, we'll resume our meeting back in order.
His mother's going.
And
Yeah.
under the meeting mail, we have no mail. So no mail. So we don't need to talk about that. The minutes that need to be approved, we have them here, and I don't know if you had a chance to read them.
I make a motion that since we have the minutes of March 8th, 2023 meetings in front of us, and they're gonna be taking them home with them, I make a motion that we waive to read those minutes.
Yes, we probably will not read them. We will just ask for someone to make a motion to accept them.
And I,
Okay.
And I accept them.
and I apologize to everybody, I missed the mailman, I thought it was Good Friday. So some of you got agendas, some of you didn't, you got them today. So that's what happened with that.
Okay, so Jerry made a motion and Dan will second that motion. Excuse me. Under old business, we are going to be having a town meeting here in Acushnet on Monday, May 22nd. And it will be at the Ford Middle School. Okay. Excuse me again.
Do you have anything on the agenda?
No.
I thought so.
We have our normal things, we have that revolving gift account we have to approve, but that's a yearly, so but nothing
Okay.
special.
Yes, please. Okay.
Just skip over, have you heard about that?
Okay, I'm going to skip over, have you heard about Greg? Because Heather's going to with him on that. Under new business, we just met with Jan, and that program sounds fantastic.
It does.
Yep.
And they've done on a lot of things with it.
Thank you.
She did, she went to that
Oh, my
store.
goodness. Thank
She
you.
seems to be, nice. She lives back to back to me.
I knew she was up in that area.
Yeah, she lives on Lantern Lane.
Thank you.
And her and my sister, I mean, I know her. Way back.
All right. Since Heather's back, we will now talk about Greg. This is an update.
So we held our Have You Heard About Greg presentation Saturday in March. I want to thank Mr. Golder, our cameraman, who gave up his Saturday afternoon to film for us. So you can actually see it on Channel 18.
Yeah.
It was a well-attended, it was just an amazing program. And I just want to acknowledge again Chris Hopkins and PJ Keating, who sponsored that program and allowed us to bring it. Otherwise, we would never been able to do that. And it was informative. The movie itself is called Have You Heard About Greg? It's available on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it. It's definitely worth watching.
Was the turnout good?
It was
Yeah?
really good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. I should be back in bed. Okay. I'm not sick though. I don't know what's
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
All on the
International Moment of Laughter Celebration is going to take place Friday, April 14th at 12 o'clock. And the Acushnet Lions Club is sponsoring this International Moment of Laughter Celebration. And do we have a paper on that?
It's on the front page of the newsletter. We're actually sold out for this event, but I just wanted to make sure the Lions Club was acknowledged. They're paying for the magician that's going to entertain everybody, so we're very grateful to them.
Okay. The magician is Skip Daniels.
Yes.
I've heard of him. Very nice. Okay, this is the day to let your inner child come out. That's what it says. I'm going to talk about these newsletters in a little while. They're fantastic. They tell you everything you need to know. ADA compliant under sink safety covers for restrooms. ADA.
And I
under
apologize to
sink.
Jerry because you probably heard this from the library. The library actually needed to have a repair done in their bathroom, and their plumber was able to do that. They didn't have the ADA, it's not a great picture, I'm sorry. They're basically plastic coverings that, so under the sinks, the pipes are exposed because they're old buildings. Well, not the library so much, but just, that was the way they were installed. And they need to be ADA compliant, they need to have a plastic covering, so if you're in a wheelchair and you don't hurt your legs, or it's another barrier, it's a safety barrier. So, they went through all the town buildings, figured out who had them, who didn't. So we were brought up to code yesterday, the total cost, it wasn't much, it was $176.36, but now we're in compliance.
Oh, very
So,
good.
I just wanted to make you aware.
Thank you.
And actually,
Okay.
our pipes were rusty, so this makes them much more attractive.
I'm sure. Ready now.
And
Yes. Free piano concert. Friday, April 21st, 11:30, here at the Senior Center. Enjoy the musical talent of 13-year-old Brody Riveros, a jazz band member in Fairhaven who has performed at several local events. So it's a free piano concert. It's Friday, April 21st, here at the council, 11:30.
And go home, go on YouTube, look up Brody. I believe it was his mom. It was a family member. He was playing at a local market, posted it on Facebook. Someone shared it to ATA, All Things Acushnet on Facebook. I happened to see it. Reached out to the family, and they were so generous with his time. Like, he will be here on his vacation week. Playing for us. So if you can make it, great. If for some reason you can't, so go on YouTube, just look him up. It's a couple of videos. He's amazing.
Okay.
And before we close the meeting,
We have a
No,
piano.
he's bringing a keyboard.
Oh, okay.
no, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I
I should have said, are there any questions?
problem.
Our newsletters for the month of April have been out now for a while,
Yeah, maybe we'll be here.
but they're very, very nice. They tell you all of the programs that are going on here at the Council on Aging. Tell you about volunteer opportunities, transportation. I'm not gonna go through everything individually, I'm just gonna let people know in general. Moving with Moxie, exercise programs that we have going on here at the council. Lots of advertisements, and we ask people that, if they're going to be meeting someone, look at our advertisers first, and they support us and we would like to support them. There's a whole page on the different exercise programs and the times and the prices. And I can't think of anything else here. Oh, there is a program called Are You Okay?
Nope.
Nope.
So it
Oh.
it was supposed to be Thursday. Unfortunately, the new sheriff announced on Monday that all community programs through the sheriff's office will be unfunded as of June 30th. Including
damn.
senior IDs, Are You Okay? So we've had to cancel that presentation.
Well, I hope that everyone is okay, and that's too bad because I think that was a good program. And that was one that went on in the past.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And if you're online at home, our newsletter is available on the town website. We try to be as active as possible on Facebook, so if something special is coming up, we do throw it up there. So if you can't pick up our newsletter, you can definitely find us online.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, does anyone have anything to add? Take away or say? Jerry, you're going to be quiet today? Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
We go.
Pauline. Linda just got done talking about our newsletter. If I look at it every month and find a lot of information about it. But for you people that are out there in TV land, there's still places in the book to advertise. And if you advertise in our book, it gives the book to be in color, like it is right now for us. So if you're in business and you're watching this, consider calling Heather, finding out how to get your advertisement in this book. Be very much appreciated.
And even if you're, oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask approximately how many of these are printed every month?
1,000.
1,000. So it would go out to approximately,
1,000 people.
yeah, on 999 if someone doesn't take one.
But the people they talk about,
Yeah.
about
Even,
it.
Yeah.
even for yourselves, look at our advertisers, and I'll use myself as an example. I'm going away in June, and if you know me, you know I have 1,000 cats at home. So we have a cattery in town, And I kind of remembered hearing about it. I looked in our newsletter. I was like, oh yeah, so I called. She's great, right? Like, if anybody ever needs to board their cats, she's amazing. But yeah, so just look in the newsletter, see who's there.
And I needed her. I got mad and she was sick.
Yeah.
I know, I knew she was there, but she was sick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but no, she's back open.
Yeah.
She's lovely. Her prices are very reasonable. The setup's great. So
At first, I always thought it was a catering thing.
Yeah, I looked at her. Catering.
Because when I walked down there, I looked and I thought, yeah, it was a catering.
They're putting in new sidewalks on Lake Street. near the
Yes,
beach.
it's
think they were
beautiful.
all done.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're beautiful. That's what, that needed to be done.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the people standing on the road, that's perfect.
Yeah, looks good.
They did a good job.
Okay, our next meeting is Wednesday, May 10th, my sister's birthday, at 10 a.m. Maybe I'll bring her a frog.
happy birthday, Ann.
Happy birthday, Ann. And I would like a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to
Paulette,
adjourn.
and a second? Okay, Deb. So, Paulette and Deb. Over and out.